Yes, I ended up taking an extra order, and I had a little glitch with the YouTube. What else is new? 40 here, 9:40 there. Yep, it's late, 10 o'clock. All right. I watched though of Pay to Drive a little while ago while I'm out and about. I didn't head out until like 6:30 because I worked all day. Minutes to win it. I have a lot of reasons why I'm doing what I'm doing. And the video says drivers are now eligible to make 28% more an hour. Now, he shares this email from one of his viewers that explains the situation. I think it was from Grubhub. And what they want you to do is they're stacking Walmart orders. It seems like they're stacking all the lowball orders together to make it sound like you're going to earn a lot more money for delivering one or two deliveries. Then he speaks about specifically about a DoorDash. A DoorDash offer. They're stacking too many orders with Walmart. Probably over 100 stories about DoorDash wanting you to pick up. And it was a $37 payout, but it had 10 orders at Walmart. So that means 10 deliveries. Was that supposed to be a joke? There was someone right behind me. I will put the light on bright. I'm sorry, I can't do that right now. I have to multitask. I'll never get home. The reason why I'm telling you this, I'm so happy I listened to it just a little bit ago. And I listened to it twice because I wanted to make sure I understood what he was talking about. They're calling it multiple orders, but they're stacking, and they want you to pick up, they want you to shop for 10 customers and then drop off 10 customers. But his point was, is it within a 1 mile radius to drop off? So 2 or 3 or 4? They're really pushing their luck. And I think it's because they are sensing. Now I'm going to talk about Dumpling. I feel Dumpling is the wave of the future when it comes to shop and pay customers. You don't need to use a third-party app. You're going to rid the middleman. Like you bypass the boss and go directly to the source. You rid the middleman. You don't need it. It's not necessary. You could, yes, there's a lot of initial work in the beginning. Yes, there is. Hello, Raisha Lisa. What's going on? Lower Alabama, thanks for joining in. I appreciate that. And so I'm just not looking directly at the screen, but there are people out and about. I'm lucky I got a few late deliveries, a 13, a 12, a 15, all Grubhub. But it is Tuesday night, no one's around. But I'm done now. I just wanted to earn a few bucks. I'm going to pull over. I want this guy to get away from me. After listening to his video, and I already knew what was going down. They want to see how much. They're trying to make it work with the shop and pay. Now, I remember DoorDash, even before I was working DoorDash, I was reading about this industry and how the third-party apps were coming into play, and that was a service they wanted to offer, but they can't pay. So the business model is not going to work. They can't pay. They can't pay drivers enough to shop and deliver. So you might as well start your own business. And that's where I think an app like Dumpling, they're providing a service to make sure that you're getting paid. And they are building the platform for security reasons. They're making sure you get paid and to, in the future, help promote and attract more customers. I feel Dumpling, when it happens for them, there's going to be so much opportunity once Dumpling becomes more well-known. I really do feel that way. Here's something. Now, a part of the reason why Dumpling, I feel, is not just taking off. I was even paying attention. That guy was going fast. I'm just going to get out of his way. I mean, this guy's going fast. I'll pull over for a moment. Because it really is. Dumpling has a hard time taking off in popularity. And it's because there's a lot of initial work to do to set up your own business. There's a lot. This is going to give me a chance to show my marketing skills. How can I attract and build a business of my own? Like attract customers and clients. Because if you don't do the legwork, if you don't do the work, you're not going to build a business of your own. Now, hear me out. I joined in the second half of a Dumpling conference today, conference call, the Zoom call. It's a training call. And for now, they said not, it's not indefinitely, but for now, they're going to, their little crew, they're going to have it on Tuesdays and Thursdays, an online Zoom call. It always goes over 2 hours. So I ended up being there an hour and a half. I was an hour late. Now I know I can join in halfway. I did confirm a question, but I thanked them because I listened to the other people, the other dumpling shoppers, throughout the country. I'm not sure if they're only from Long Island. And one man said, sync up and link up to your local Facebook groups. And you know what? I didn't know there were so many local Long Island, local businesses, Long Island promote and advertise, Long Island Merrick Belmore Wantor group. And I applied. I started a few nights ago. It's going to take time. I have a beautiful banner. I'm promoting myself in those groups. 90% of them said yes to me. I fit in. And I'm just going to keep doing that a couple of times a week. Take the time to find more groups that are fitting to promote my service in this area. Well, that takes legwork. That is work. I'm like today they had a woman on, very nice, wherever she is. And she said, well, I find that, it's upsetting that the customers don't stick around and you don't get a lot of business. Well, that's your responsibility. I couldn't do what the girls were doing. They're about a decade younger than me. I mean, 35 to 40-ish. They're very graceful and they're very good at their job. Because I felt like saying to the lady, well, it's work. You just don't want to work for your money. You don't want to build up your business. It's part of building up your own business. You're doing it all yourself. Facebook groups, that's something I'm going to do I'm going to do it like a couple of times a week and sync up and wait for approval and promote myself, not saturated. And I'm making a list and I'm checking it off and putting the dates when I post it because I don't want to get banned. I just want to, there were a lot of businesses in these groups. I was like, I see being successful enough where I need their services. I need a new roof. I want fences. I want landscaping. I want kitchen and baths. I mean, unbelievable. The list goes on about the services and kiddie programs and nursery schools. And today I saw, excuse me, I'm going to sneeze. Somebody was promoting their or seeking out a piano in-home teaching how to play piano, $40 to $50 an hour they were willing to pay for them to come in to train their children. I mean, these groups are really good. So you're talking about the right place at the right time, but you got to market it. You got to work it. And with Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn, as for now, I pinned my banner on my feed and I changed my intro banner to show who I am and what I do. Well, that takes work. She was like, well, I don't understand why they don't want me and this and that and that and that. You got to make it work. And somebody else was on showing her sweetness. She got these little envelopes with a thank you card, her name and her URL, and she got a little stampy, and she puts the date on to say thank you with the receipt in the envelope. And these are all deductibles at tax time because you're using it to create repeat business and to gain new customers. And she wants to continue that personal touch. I was like, that's really cool. That's a great idea. I was thinking of just writing thank you on the receipt, have a staple and staple to the bag, but that's really a very personal touch. She wants that repeat business. She wants word of mouth to help expand her business. That was really smart woman. And she had really big deluxe bags in her car that she got from Amazon to keep the food hot or cold. So DoorDash, in my opinion, or a third-party app like DoorDash or Grubhub that are sending you to Walmart thinking that you're going to do a stacked order, a batch order, a multiple order. They use different words. They're not going to make it because they want to pay you $37 with this one example to shop for 10 people and then 10 drop-offs for $37. Are you out of your bird? They're not going to make it. Yes, there's initial work to be had when you start a dumpling shopping business of your own. But that's the challenge. That's the challenge. That's the drive. If you want it, you're going to make it happen. So that's going to be my goal. That was a great idea with the local groups. I got a couple of ads up on Craigslist. I'm going to make sure I do that once a week to make sure, eventually it'll get out there. Always use hashtags. And I switched it up. Shoppers, personal shopper, food store, food, grocery shoppers, grocery. And then I used hashtag all the towns that I'm willing to work in. Hashtag Long Island, hashtag Nassau County, and whatever else, other keywords that you can use for relevancy. Because over time, that's going to get into the systems, the platforms. You got to do the work. You got to do the time. So to listen to Pete Pay to Drive YouTube video today, it was perfect timing for me because I went, that's a perfect example why I want to start my own shopping business. There's a lot more, it's a lot more profitable and there's a lot more deductibles and it's more secure. Repeat business. You hear me? I hope I got my point across. Okay. It is a smart idea. Did you check to see if there was a referral code? I didn't ask them. I will ask again. I will ask. Oh, believe me, I'll be doing a video about it when I find out. Has the same business model except no shopping. Amazon grocery delivery. Amazon grocery delivery. What do you mean same business model, no shopping? They need people to deliver the food, right? They have people in their warehouses working, and then they have drivers that deliver. Is that what you mean? So I guess Amazon and Dumpling then, because I've heard about Amazon Fresh, and they're only going to expand. Delivery grocery, It's called Amazon Fresh, right? I believe that's what it is, and they're expanding. It's going to wipe out these third-party apps that can't pay their drivers. It's not enough money. They want you to work for free. That ain't happening. Do the initial work, build a business, and the challenge. Now I'm going to show my worth because I know how to market. I know how to start a business in this industry, in this niche. And I want to be the worker. That's another thing I like about it. I want to be the person out in the field. This is going to be my career. This is what I see myself doing for decades. I really do. I see helping people and building a very good, solid business. The Merchandiser app, survey.com. You can find the link in the description below after this video uploads. They are in desperate need of people to do resets. They've been sending me a tremendous amount of offers, especially from Crossmark. And I used to work for Crossmark for sampling in food stores. And I was good. I did it good. They need people to do resets. They're using the third-party apps because they don't want to pay. I was on the books when I worked for Crossmark. Now they're using the survey.com merchandiser app. So please use the link in the description below if you're into doing resets and you want to get like a merchandising job and stock shelves or do a quick audit because they need them. It's that time of year. They need people out in the field, and that's becoming more used, these apps. I remember learning about this app a couple of years ago, and now there's more jobs and more jobs and more jobs, and they need people. And it's, it's throughout the country, United States anyway. So Dumpling and Amazon Fresh are gonna wipe out these third-party apps. I think they're gonna, Uber Eats works good at 7-Elevens. So far, I've received fair pay, but see, that's a fast, quick convenience store, not full-blown shopping. Grubhub on the bottom tonight, I noticed when I turned it back on, so I did a little Uber, a little Grubhub. They say, do you want to take a rest? There's a button, pause orders. I never noticed that before. I thought that was really, okay. You're not sending enough offers out to ask someone to take a rest, but and gas. Visit the link in the description below. Because here's an example. I gassed up. I've been for a long time. Up until about 3 weeks ago, I've been topping off my gas tank twice a week, and it's held me over for work. At least I could do what I need to do. I'm working on 2 full tanks of gas, and I was squeezing in $30 and topping it off, like making the, whatever you want to call that, dial go over the full. It's going to go back to 3 times a week, and that's including just regular life stuff. Sucks. It was either $3.29 or $3.39. Sucked. Because I could have squeezed $30, but I had $34 on my. This is where I just drove through both sides of lose the connection, the reception. The Get Upside app, when you get gas, because gas is going to go up, it's going to go over $4 or $5 to be one. Inflation's happening, and it's happening fast, and everything. So if you got to get gas anyway, you might as well use the Get Upside app, get cash back, refer people, get cash back, and use your Coinbase debit card to receive free crypto in return. Because you're paying cash. It's like paying cash. You're using your Coinbase Visa debit card. Because gas is just going to keep going up, guys. So now I'm going to go back to 3 times a week filling up my gas tank. And that sucks. Because I had it down to a science. I was pretty proud of that for a long time. Twice a week I was gassing up, and it got me through the week. That's cheap. I was spending between $60 to $65 a week on gas and getting a lot done and earning decent money. Not anymore. That's over. Now, I could have squeezed in. I was almost on empty. I could have squeezed in $36 if I needed to top it off, but I only had $34 on the card. I was pissed. And plus, it's annoying to get gas all the time. It's constant. You're getting gas, It's going to be up to 3 times a week. It's going to suck. All right. Thank you, Pete, from Pay to Drive. I appreciate it. That was the right video for me to watch today, because I'm like, who would do 10 shopping trips and drop off 10 deliveries for $37? Come on. That's not going to work. That's a pathetic business model. You just don't. They can't do it. And it's going to wipe them out. And I'm willing to do the hard time. I know it's going to take time to build up a business, but I'm going to use all my new skills. It takes time to find all those local Facebook groups that welcome you into their group. They all have thousands of members. Your manual marketing. word of mouth. And that little thank you card that was smart. I want to get cards too and pass them out. Because now I got to start doing word of mouth. I want to do 2 customers a day. During the holiday season, I want 3 customers a day. And I feel that's a realistic goal. I don't know if I could do 2 at a time. We also spoke about that too. When you multi-app with regular apps, I've done a double pickup and also worked another app and did 1 pickup. I've done 3 at a time using 2 apps. But that takes a lot of practice. It can get confusing. You got to know your market. And I knew my market. And I knew I could drop off that first one. And then I could drive to the second one. And then the third one was, it works when you know your market. You're very familiar with the streets and the location that you're working in. And you know how to multi-app. That takes practice. Just like any other job. After a while, you get very good at it. Okay, I'm pulling up to my place. One moment. Just want to read your stuff before I turn it off. I really want to pick up a snack. Again, when you're nonstop all day, I'm just so starving. I know it's late, but I'm hungry. And I'm lucky enough to eat late. Any tips for 10 deliveries at 37? I don't know. He didn't say. Asked Pete paid to drive that. He didn't say. I learned my lesson years ago. No toy shopping. Oh, Walmart, no toy shopping. Beautiful full moon tonight. Yes, it is. It's an absolutely a beautiful full moon. You're right. Double pickups, the food shifts and gets cold. Yes, unless you use your heated bag. Yeah, I know what you mean. There's more of a chance of it getting cold. Amazon Fresh. I got to check that out. And somebody told me about, hold on one moment. There's another app that for the past 3 days I said I have to open an account because I want to try it out. One moment. Yeah, I put the app on my phone, but I have to sit down and create an account. I want to give that a try. But tomorrow, I'm going to end it on this note. I'm finally going to the IRS to find out about my tax refund. I'm hoping it's just something they're questioning and it's fixed. And we can be done with it. And hopefully I'll have it by the end of the year. Because that unicorn that I want to invest in, I would have spent my tax refund money already. I found out, I'm not going to say when yet, but they sent me back the expiration date. And until I buy it, I'm not going to share that yet. So I'll let you know. So I'll go live tomorrow and let you know what happens with the IRS. I have a feeling I know what it is, but I don't want to say it out loud until it's confirmed. But tomorrow's the day. I'm so excited. People usually run away from the IRS. I want their help. I watched all the congressmen speak about, I watched a few videos, speak about how they want to review all your transactions. $600 transactions in your accounts, but even under, they want to track all your bank transactions. That means your PayPal, your Zells, everything. That means under 600. And they're going, no, the IRS can't even fulfill their obligation of sending out tax refunds to taxpayers that are struggling, and they want more responsibility. They can't do it. And they also used an example of, and I lived it. I called for months. I couldn't get through. I finally went and drove there to make an appointment. They can't even get people on the phone, but they want to create more work for themselves. It's all about control. Well, if you can't help the citizens, the taxpayers, then I should say taxpayers, then you have no right to know what's going on under $600. Get over yourself. That's like creating extra paperwork. I haven't even received my tax refund yet. Meanwhile, you're telling me you want to know more information about taxpayers? Oh, give me a break. I talked to them today. My tax preparer called them for me. They told me they are still verifying and to wait 120 days. That's until November 26th. Oh, holy shit. I'm so sorry. That stinks. Well, at least you'll have it for the holidays. Yes, I did turn it down. It's about 8 and change when I look today. And now I'm just going to wait, and check it. I believe that app, it works great for a lot of people. It don't work great for me. They're still trying to figure out why I can't transfer my $10.50 back to my checking account. But you took my money, But I know it works for other people. So when it doubles and triples, I'll cash out. I'm just going to leave it there until, you know, I know it would be a deductible at tax time. However, I don't want that kind of deductible. I lost money. I would rather break even or make a small profit. I think I believe I will break even and make a small profit. I'll wait till then. I'm waiting patiently, patiently. Okay, guys, I'll let you know how it goes. Thanks for joining in, and check out Page to Drive's latest video. I loved it, and learn about it. Drivers are now eligible to make 28% more an hour. You're liars. If you want a multi-shop, multi-drop, or it's such, and they want you to work faster if you stay focused. He actually reads the email. If you stay focused, and if you don't, I mean, really? But you're not paying enough. You're not paying enough, everybody. Just wait. Yeah, oh, absolutely. Just wait. Hello, Michaela. What's going on? Thank you. Good luck. Goose luck. I've been watching your videos. You know what? You're watching an ordinary person transform their financial standing position for the better. Because with everything going down, and I feel this is a pandemic, I feel this is all planned and orchestrated years ago. That, oh, an electric motorcycle, you didn't even hear him coming. The divide, they're getting rid of the middle class. Oh, he's going after that cop. Oh, that cop's going after him. He was on the wrong side of the road, that kid. Oh, yeah. Yep, his lights went on. I swear. I swear. You can see that. I don't know if you can see that. Can you see that? He got him. This kid, he's driving down, going 30. And no helmet on. Oops. No helmet on. And these electric bikes, you don't even hear them. You don't even hear them coming. So I'm just one of those people that said, nah, not the second half of my life. I don't want to live like the first half. I know what it is to be a working class stiff. Work, 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 day and night, be exhausted, and not have a security blanket and have less in life. And it was only going to get worse. My last job was an eye-opener for me. And nope. I'm really happy I stopped listening to my environment. And I'm telling you, people are mad. And rolling of the eyes, making of the faces, body language. But I have no regrets because now I'm just an example that if you really want it bad enough, there's a lot of sacrifices to be made. And when you go it alone, it sucks, but you do it. And I want to live a wealthy lifestyle. I have no shame saying that. I shouldn't have any shame saying that. I want to hire help to clean my home, work in my yard, and treat them really good. They're going to love me. They're going to be like, she's a nice boss lady. Yep. Thank you very much. I'm really happy that you watch my videos over the years. And I'm just one of many examples of, lucky enough to understand what's going on before it's too late. You know, I only went out in the evening. Yesterday's day was pathetic. It was such a waste of time. Thank you very much, Stormy One. Stormy One. I haven't seen that name in a while. Got here. Just me watching, sipping, shipping crate disasters on purpose. Evil plan. Oh, yes, it is. Stock your food. Yeah, stock a lot of things. And I agree with that. At least have a few months of the basic stuff you use all the time. That's a fact. I watched him today too. I was into paid to drive today, and I was pissed off yesterday because YouTube kept cutting me off. I was watching his videos and it kept cutting me off. All his videos that I watched yesterday, I watched half. I was like, oh, thanks a lot. I caught up with him. His last handful of videos were very, very good, interesting topic. I thought so. Just on news said every American get the vax, then the food and shipments will come in. Nah, I don't believe that. They're not going to win. You know, that ain't going to happen. You know, I don't mind starting a farm. I could live without meat. I talked about that with someone today. Would I rather have tomato sauce and bread or steak? I could skip the steak. I don't eat steak. There's plenty of other foods you can eat and survive and be very content and delicious and happy. I don't need the imitation stuff either. I don't know what the big deal is about, you know. I'll check out that link. Well, now I got to go home. I got to go home. I got to grab a little bite and go home, guys. Thanks for joining in. Pick the right night. I hope you found it interesting. Check out Paid to Drive's channel. Today, it's about giving him a shout out. And I'll see you soon. Thanks for joining in. And I'll let you know how the IRS goes tomorrow. And I hope you get your money sooner rather than later. 120 days. That's a kicker. I'll see you soon. Thanks for the thumbs up. Bye, everybody.